Make fresh victims, Tallymen! May the bells and gongs toll!
Hello everybody, welcome to another Total War Immortal Empires series here on the channel. Nobody watches them, but I'm going to keep making them because I have fun playing it. We are going to be playing Nurgle this time. We're starting as the free LC Lord, Epidemius. You guys know this is a Chaos channel. The last few campaigns I've played have been Chaos. Let's see, what did we play? We played Beastmen first, that's Chaos. We played Khorne, we played Nakai, we played the Changeling, we played Kairos, we played Chaos Dwarves. Did we play any Order factions? Lizardmen, we did play Lizardmen. So we're Chaos boys here, and it is, well, it's hot boy summer. Epidemius here looking pretty hot, putrid and stinky. There's flies coming off him. He's looking pretty warm. We're going to be playing as Epidemius, the free LC Lord, because Epidemius might be the best in-game Lord in the game. Well, maybe not in-game, because in-game you start to lose all of your benefits. But he might be the best mid-game snowball Lord in the game, I think. Because of your Tally of Pestilence up here. Once you get like 10 to 20 plagues affecting other armies, you're going to be dealing 30, I think, damage per second in melee, like to the entire map that you're fighting. So it's insane. You're insane. However, to balance that out, you have probably one of the toughest starts in the game. The toughest starts have changed. Epidemius, probably now the toughest start. You don't have too many factions to worry about. Your north is completely cut off. Throg is probably not coming across the bay here in the south. However, you do have Boris and Malachi. Malachi, the new dwarf lord here in Krakadrak, is insane, and he completely stomps on your army. So we're going to avoid him. And another problem is, boom. Well, not this guy. He's right here. You can't see him, but his name is Malice. Malice Darkblade. And along with Malice comes Zarkan, right? And Zarkan also just poops all over our army. And because it's a Nurgle army, we might like that, but I don't. So I've played quite a few Epidemius campaigns up to like turn 50 at this point, trying to get the hang of it. And a few of them I failed, a few of them I succeeded. So let's start first with our technology. We have two tech trees, faction and military. I usually start here with fecundity, but I find that I never in the early game have the ability to use this. So we're going to go into faction and go for campaign line of sight for settlements. And then we're going to go into carcinogenic, which is growth plus 15, which is what we really want. We want to start growing. Get those nice high level units early and often. Epidemius, he can say his name. Okay, we're going to take this. This fight can be very difficult because these three units right here poop on your army. Zangor's crazy strong. If you look, it's melee attack, weapon strength, 24, 30. What are we sitting at? We're sitting at 33 and 48. I mean, that's true. But they're backed up with range, so we can't really surround these guys without getting picked off. So we're just going to take the auto-resolve. The auto-resolve doesn't cause us to lose any units, which is important. I want the infections, honestly. I want to get as close to 200 infections as I can. Now, building. I think you have two options. Maybe three options. You could go for the mortal line, so that your armies don't disintegrate, fall apart, and die immediately. So the worst part about being a demon is that you're a demon, right? And your armies just sort of collapse and fall apart and run away. So you could pick up the mortal line, which would give you marauders and eventually pestigores. Pestigores are really good, and chaos warriors. You could go for the plague flesh poppies. Epidemius gets better plague flesh poppy buildings. They cycle a lot faster, 2 turns, whereas this would take like, I think it's 3 turns. Yeah, and that adds up. Or you could go for the heroes. And I actually think that the heroes are a better shout, because the heroes, again, they don't rout and die. Or they don't crumble, I guess. I mean, they don't crumble immediately, which is what you want to avoid. I'm going to pick up Epidemic Outburst. This is something I used to sleep on pretty big, but the speed and charge speed really is a big deal. And we're going to pick up Route Marcher as always, because it's necessary. Replenish troops down here, then we're eventually going to work our way into Children of Nurgle. And now, we are going to focus on getting whatever we can afford here. Get as big an army as we can here. And we're going to use it to take out the Tower of Flies. It's going to take us 2 turns to get here. We're not going to make it here all in 1 turn. But that's the goal. Now, we do have to worry about Malice. Right? In between us and Tzeentch, or behind Tzeentch, is Daniel the Demon Prince. And since we have to worry so much about stupid, sexy Malice over here, I kind of want to be friends with, he wants money for it. I don't want to give you any money. Well, we're going to make friends with Daniel. And Daniel hopefully is going to keep Malachi and Boris off of our butts. Maybe even Archaon off of our butts. Long enough for us to do something about that Dark Elf. See, he's already into Port of Secrets. We want to take Tower of Flies, because that finishes off our little province. But if we take Volcano's Heart, that's his province. So he's not going to like that. So we're going to take Tower of Flies and then Volcano's Heart and sell it to him for the Diplo favor. Having the diplomacy with him is going to be really big to give us a buddy. We need a buddy. It's going to take 4 turns to get that hero recruitment building, right? That's kind of a long time. But it's also 4 turns to get the army recruitment building too. So yeah, it is what it is. The big deal is just finishing off this province so that we can rush infections. We're going to pop over into encampment stance and see how far we can go. The reason I'm going in encampment stance is I want the replenishment. We want to get as healthy as we can get before we start going into these battles, because we don't want to lose any units at all. I forgot that the towers shoot Nurglings. Speaking of Nurglings, we want to get at least 1 infection running against a non-Nurgle settlement or army. So we get the Nurgling explosion ability, the little vortex that summons a Nurgling and does damage. We really want that ability. We really want to get over 5, because what we want is the damage over time effect against everybody. That's what we really want. The goal, I do have the collect fallen legendary lords mod, because I want to collect Kugath when he eventually inevitably dies, as he always does. I hate this black arc right here. That's very uncomfortable. Malice, what are you doing? Tower of Flies, please don't have anything in here. Again, this is going to be an auto-resolve battle because these stupid ranged units just pick you apart. And the AI doesn't know how to use ranged units in auto-resolve at all. Ah, I want the infections. We're gonna loot and occupy this. So, the Noisome Tumor. What a great province name. It now belongs to us. And what I'm going to do is we're just going to go ahead and build the Plague Flesh Poppy building. And I traded infections for gold, which is a fair trade, I would say. I'm willing to take it. 14. That gives us 18, 19. That's fine, because I do want... I should have hit server die. I really should have hit server die. Let's upkeep. I don't think Nurgle's economy is bad enough to go for the upkeep. I think we're just going to go for the red line to buff those boys up. Infections per turn. How far are we? 87 out of 200. It's pretty far still. I really want to hit that plague so that I can start plaguing Malice. Spreading it around, getting it going. The first plague you get kind of sucks and you have to wait 3 turns to get a better plague, but still. We want the plague. Volcano's Heart is going to be next. And when we get Volcano's Heart, we're going to sell it off, and then we're going to focus our attention over here to the west before anything can happen to us. Oh, we got a pretty solid army. I'm gonna take the loot and occupy. I don't think I can sell it to Daniel yet because I don't think he is got the bordering province. We want Armor of Malady. Sensible enemies think at least twice before attacking such a diseased specimen, for even if they win, chances are they have caught something really nasty along the way. This buffs up our plague bears with even more armor, and that's fantastic. What we want is a big, beefy, armored, crazy hard to kill sort of army. Children of Nurgle here to get the heals going off whenever we cast. And let's look at diplomacy.
Supreme, submit yourself to chaos.
He will give me a non-aggression pact. And he'll pay me a little bit for it.
Grandfather Nurgle chose well.
Grandfather Nurgle chose well. Volcano's Heart. He wants military access. He won't give me a defensive alliance. But he will give me a lot of gold.
You would make a good minion.
So I'll take that. Thank you, Yuri. Alright. So that means he's gonna super duper like us. Right? He's gonna super like us, and if he super likes us, that's pretty good for us. Herald and Nurgle gonna get picked up here. I want death. Because I already have a Lore of Nurgle caster, so I want death. Hidden Plague probably would be pretty good. Slug Blister. And Slug Blister is going to hang out here for a turn. Yeah, we might rename... Slug Blister is a pretty sick name, though. I kind of like it. We might keep that name. What I ultimately want to do is bring Epidemius down, trade off a unit or 2 into his army, and then pick up my 2 heroes over here, but I might be broke. I might not be able to afford it. We might end up being poor. Yeah, we'll swing either we'll swing up and over or we'll swing down. I think up and over is probably the best choice, logistically speaking. Here's the mod. We are going to kill those paladin nurslings. They aren't a major faction, so we're just gonna kill those refugees. They're not a major faction. We don't have to care about them. Okay, thank you, Epidemius, for saying weird things. I'll give you a Nurgling. And then get you over into... Yeah, look at the casualty replenishment rate. Heroes. We can get both, but it will put us into the red. So we get an Exalted Hero, which does training... Unholy Strike. Bonus versus large might be pretty good. Armor is probably going to be... I mean, we already have so much armor. Bigger loss. Maybe we go for bigger loss. And let's go bonus versus large. Then we're going to go here. Cultist. Hidden Plague. Infectious. Oh, yeah. I like Infectious Orbit. I mean, unit mass on a Nurgle War Shrine. It's going to be good. Infectious, though. Ooh. I like that. I don't like his name. So we're going to give him a different name. What about RFK Jr.? Because he spreads disease and sickness wherever he goes. So now we only have a couple of turns to get down here and make some cash. And we've got to make it fast. We've got to come over here and deal with Malice. Now that we have a double army, I think we're just going to be able to deal with Malice in an okay enough way. I maybe shouldn't have spent the money on repairing this building. But I don't know. We'll take what we got. A couple of battle victories should get us back in the green. Carcinogenic. Each new pustule and tumor is a blessed mark of the Urfather's love. With every wretch and heave summoned by the sight of such growth, Nurgle is shown his deserved gratitude. Disgusting. Let's... like, force march a bit.
Everything rots. They will march with joy.
With joy. And then training. And we're going to force march you to get you caught up. I didn't mean to actually grab you, Epidemius. Okay, so next turn we're going to dip below the 1,000, which is not great. We are still quite a few infections away, which is sad too. Fetid corpses. No two maggot can look identical, for each has their own array of weeping sores and cracked lesions, but all are born from the blighted carcasses of mortals. Campaign movement range. Very good, very useful campaign movement range. We love it here. Zhang. What a name. What a name, what a name, what a name, what a name, what a name. I am trying to just be friendly here with Daniel. Normally I would just wipe out the Demons of Chaos because nobody likes the Demons of Chaos. I was trespassing. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if I could get him to pay me again. Because I do have units to recruit into Big Boy's army. Slug Blister's army. An uncommonly bloated plague toad is drawn helplessly to the defilement of a nearby sewer, but cannot squeeze itself through the entry grate. With a final terrible lunge, it wrenches itself across, tearing its vast belly open in the process. The countless black maggots within surge into the local water supply. What does that give us? Nurgle corruption. Baby tower of flies. Already at 100, so it does literally nothing. Okay, so it is turn 7. We are going to declare this war. Oh my god, you're allied with Nagorond already? It's turn 7. Make those two armies run. And then next turn we might be able to do something. Legion of Chaos, what do you give me for any sort of quick deals? Yeah, I'll take a little bit. I'll take a little bit of cash. Okay, so I feel much better about this position than I normally do about positions fighting Malice. I don't have enough cash to recruit anything to my armies, which is a problem. I don't think Malice can actually reach me. Yeah, he's going this way. There's a it looked like a Keeper of Change, or Lord of Change over there. Keeper of Change. I'm trying to say Keeper of Secrets, Lord of Change. It looked like there was a bird. A big ugly bird over here. I want to kill this Black Ark. Maybe I should have waited a turn before declaring the war. Ah, come on now. Army, why did you go this way? You should not have done what you did. I'm probably gonna lose Slug Blister. I really wanted Epidemius to go this way, not through the water. Okay, well, that's his secondary lord. The longer we take to get this battle won, the less favor we have to recruit anything into this army, which is bad. We need the recruitment. And we need to kill BlackRock before it gets too big. Maybe I can do the old ambush trick where we set this up to be ambushed. Fetid corpses, that's pretty good. Don't run. Just stop running. You've got nowhere to go. Decisive victory here. And we're gonna have to go for favor. It does give us recruit 30 units. Ah, Leper Lord, that's really good. That's really good. Okay, we want to move up a little bit, but not too far. Because again, remember, he has nothing in his army. Stream of Corruption for sure. RFK Jr., Infernal Champion, and Heval Death Dealer, Blade Master. I need some damage dealers. Nurgle's Blessed, Despicable Rivals. None of these are anything I really want right now. Pestiferous Life. So let's go into fecundity now.
A refinement of decay.
A refinement of decay. And we're gonna try the old ambush tactic against this army right here. In fact, it actually came out and attacked me. So we're gonna take Blackrock and forget the ambush tactic. We're gonna pop you right into that settlement. We're gonna take Blackrock and say, haha, you left your settlement, you idiot. Smooth move. But Malice is probably right around the corner somewhere. He's probably right here. Because this is Hag Reef. Yeah, it's the same color. It belongs to Hag Reef. Well, we are Ascendant. It's pretty good. Pyrrhic Victory. I think we'll take the auto-resolve. Oh my god, I should not have taken that auto-resolve. What? That's the victory we get? Disgusting. Oh my god. That was actually horrible. Slime Trail, because this is actually really useful for fighting, like, dually champs. Epidemius is not a fighter. He's a lover. He doesn't fight. So anything that helps you get a fighting chance off is really important. We're gonna, I guess, go for increased mobility and then devastating charge. And then training. Oof. Yeah, that was just a ridiculous amount of damage we took. We're broke again. We'll take this win. I need favor. Yeah, we're super duper broke again. That's no good. So let's combine. Because we need the money. Spirit Leech is next here. We're gonna have to get Route Marcher eventually as well. But I'm really worried about what Malice does, because this army got so beat up. Malice could just come beat me up. I should be really close to being able to pop a plague off. There's Malice, yeah. We're gonna have to play this well to be able to get the Garrison, Epidemius, and Slug Blister. If I could plague him too, that would be just, you know, phenomenal. It would be the best thing for us, getting that plague off. I should have fought that battle. I just didn't want to sit through the load screen, man. But I really should have fought that battle. Still not enough. Shattered Stone Bay. That's a Kugath territory. So of course it has Nurgle corruption. We're just gonna go for the infections. I think a Lord will be there quite a bit, so I'll hang out there. Monstrous Abundance for speed. We don't want to be slow. Where can you reach? So if I move you here, and then I come out, and I go into ambush stance, we have to hope that with just the sheer number of bodies that we have in this area will be enough to do something about Malice. Because he can reach this army. His stack isn't that bad. It's mostly, but he's bad. His stack isn't that bad, but Malice himself is bad. A Pyrrhic victory. What will it cost? So much. It will cost so much. Oh my god. We'll lose literally everything. What do you have? What do you have? You have a Medusa, which is bad. You have chariots, which are bad. I don't want to lose these is the problem. And I got some high-ranked units. And I'll lose my second lord. But it will end Malice. I can't beat Malice straight up. Okay, let's be honest with ourselves. I am not good at this, good enough at this game to beat Malice straight up. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take those huge losses. I understand, huge losses, but I do have the Plague Flesh Poppies building rolling. I should be able to get some more exalted Plague Bearers. And if I can just whip Malice out of here, we've got the game set. Alright, we can get a plague. What do I have left over? What does he have left over? We recruit. And then we go kill. Oh my god, my last plague bearer. It's just gone. Just gone. Okay, armor piercing weapon damage on Epidemius is actually just more than useless because Epidemius doesn't fight. So just garbage, but sure. No, it's okay. It's okay. Rancid Visitations would have been really good to have before that fight. Increased mobility, devastating charge, training. I think we're going to go with damage for this boy. Alright, I still have one of my rot flies. That's all we can really hope for. We are here. I need to level you up to level 2. If I get up to level 2, that'll give me one Exalted Plague Bearer unit. Okay. I've still got like 3 turns until I can recruit anything. Or I can rush. We're gonna rush and grab units. 1, 2. Yeah, we need to get rid of all these Nurglings and start getting Plague Bearers. Alright. It is Plague time. Casualty replenishment. Growth. Because it's a blessed symptom. And Vanguard deployment for all units. We're going to pop this in on Epidemius. Increased chance to spread. I can't afford it. Infect. Okay, we want this spreading. We actually want this spreading to Blackrock. So let's come sit in Blackrock for a minute. Increase our reinforcement, our casualty replenishment anyway. If the plague spreads into Blackrock and gives us the extra growth, that's really good. We also wanted to spread over into Bilious Cliffs, those areas. And next time we have the 200 infections to do another plague, we're sending one down into Throg to just spread through there. Wintertooth looks scary. Their numbers are big. They got a big bar, and I'm not that big, which is nerve-wracking. But oh boy, what a start. Thunder Guts are destroyed. Maybe Kugath is out doing things. Well, Hagreath now has a new Black Arc, which is honestly not something I'm happy about. I'm going to take another turn to replenish. I know that that gives Malice more time to reappear. However, I think whatever stack he can make will be easy to beat. Yeah, maybe Kugath is popping off down there. Maybe we're not going to get to Pokemon him with the mod that we have installed. Blighted Grove is next. I want that lumber because it reduces, I'm pretty sure lumber reduces cycle time on buildings, which is going to be something that we want. And we'll get, hopefully, if we get a large enough like surge of infections in, we'll put an advanced military building into Blackrock. Magathkin, that's not a major faction. That means Malachi has finished his opening war. Devastating charge. We're just going to keep rolling through here. Ugh, Beastmen. We're just gonna occupy. Druki Slayer. I don't like the Beastmen being around up there. Epidemius, what do you got? I am not going to use you as a battle lord, so none of these are really very useful for me. Filth Incarnate, we're not there yet either, so I guess Bubonic Buzzers, because we're going to be picking up some Plague Drones probably. I'm pretty sure, what is it? Armor for Nurgle, Nurglings, Marauders, Pestigores, Chaos Horse. That's a battle effect, whatever. Where's the Lord effect trait? Curator of Pestilence. Blah, blah, blah. Druki Destroy. Don't I have something to do with... Yeah. There we go. Melee attack for Rotflies, Plague Drones. That's what I just picked up here, so that's not it. I swear that I have something somewhere. Yeah, here. It's up here. His unique tree buffs your plague bearers. So yeah, that's what we want to see. Cool. Cool. Children of Nurgle. Unit mass for demonic infantry.
From the Earth, Father.
Somebody must be down here. Yeah, Kugat's hanging out down here because I'm getting 20 per turn off of this big bad boy. And a little bit of money from it. We're happy about that. I don't want you in my territory. Can I get any quick deals
Bring death.
with
Demon Prince.
Daniel? He likes me, but I don't think he likes me that much. No, not yet. We're not there yet.
Ill considered.
I want to be able to take Cliff of Beasts. I don't have any units. I've got 2 turns until this cycles up. And gives me 2 more Plague Bearers, which is just, I mean, so-so. I can actually delete this building now. Because I don't need it anymore. But I don't have anything to replace it with currently. I don't have enough infections to build another Plague Seed Poppy building. So we're going to keep it up for right now. And then hopefully go do something with Cliff of Beasts. Just take out Hag Reef entirely. That's what I want to see happen. Nurgle corruption is rising everywhere up here, which is good. It means I can recruit more easily because you obviously get more health on your recruitment with a higher Nurgle corruption. Hey, a plague spread. Tepox spawn. Shrieking Blade. I can go ahead and recruit that additional Lord. I want death. Spell resistance. Yeah, I'll take Gleck. Gleck. What a sick name, bro. Gleck. I love it. No, evasion. Stench ridden. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's also pretty good. Toxic Trooper. Armor minus all enemy armies in local province. And melee damage reflection. Yeah, so we're gonna make you like thick-skinned and do all those things. Get you on a rot beast and let you go crazy. Come down here. Actually, let's stop here. Still nothing I can pick up. I mean, it's just spearmen. We can handle that. Not scared of an army full of spears at all. So we're off to a solid start. Is it the best start? No. But it is a solid start. Now I have an upcoming choice. I can either plague the Beastmen army that's going to be here plaguing me, spawning little separate armies out, or I could plague Monolith of Flesh. I don't know if Monolith of Flesh is connected to too many other settlements. I want sort of like a locus, like a centralized settlement that I can hit multiple places with to start our something like, I mean, Forbidden Citadel could hit 2 places. Wow, Throg is going to get cleaned up by Malachi. And I don't like the fact that there's
Ill considered.
a full stack here.
Face to face.
I don't like... Whoa! Actually, they'll beat me up. It's little sad. Let's, ambush and come back. And then come here. How many turns until you flip over, bruh? You just flipped. Okay, so we'll recruit and just pull you back. So we're gonna have to take a turn. That's okay. Game's checking me. They're checking my hubris. I get it. I get it. I deserve that. Infections. We are just so infection hungry that everything we do now is going to be about getting infections. Whenever I play Tamarcon, that's the number one thing that prevents me from liking my Tamarcon campaign is infections. With Kugath, I don't feel as gated by infections, I guess. Malice is back. He's got a stack full of spearmen and he's terrorizing me. I really need to get an ambush off. Or I need to hit him with a plague. I think my plague is worn off. Yeah, I'm not sickly anymore. Well, we can plague this turn. We were going to send a plague down into Monolith of Flesh, but maybe we have to hit Malice with something that reduces his armor. Sword of Strife, or stuff it with maggots. Within a dark ravine, your Tallyman sight the pristine corpse of a colossal ancient Stegodon. The great lizard's presence here is a mystery, but nevertheless it should become a glorious tribute. We'll take the sword, and I'm actually going to put that sword on my exalted hero. Hand weapon, Sword of Strife. Yeah, it's better than the Sword of Striking. And then we'll put the Sword of Striking on you because we're not putting Epidemius into melee range for sure. Well. What have we here? Let's minus speed. Okay, well, I think this is the best way to go. Epidemius, summon a cultist. That leaves us with 2 more plague paths that we can follow. Without being blocked out. Cultist. Please hit Malice. Alright. Now that does give us Urfather's Blessing. Let's pull you up here. Pop you into ambush stance. And pull you up here and support our bro. I think Malice will go and take the bait. I'm pretty certain that he'll be tempted to fall in there. And just more infections. Just infections. I'm not going to be happy until we get 100 a turn and we can get a plague every other turn. Infections. All the way. I want to end my war with Nagarund. That's much better. We can definitely afford to lose 2 Nurglings. Oh, 37 infections. That's much better than the 19 we've been getting off of those. Alright, Malice is gone again. We should be fairly close to a second plague. We'll pull a cultist out of Bilious Cliffs and we'll send it down into the Monolith of Flesh. There's a lot of armies and stuff floating around there. We did just kill off the plague that we just made, which is a shame, and it probably did not infect anything important that we wanted it to infect, which is a shame. Nope, we got infected. Okay. We do have the Frolickers. Bubonic. Alright, we got plagued. Phenomenal. Hey, this is plagued, but it's not my plague. Oh, yes it is, because my plague doesn't count on me. Haha! What do I want here? We'll go with those. And give me Blight Boil. Blight Boil, my favorite Nurgle spell. One of my favorite spells in the whole game. Absolutely love Blight Boil. Thick-skinned, and we're gonna go Deadly Blade. Route Marcher. I'm gonna make you a Great Unclean One. I'm not gonna let you die. We're gonna level you up. We're just a couple of turns away from getting another plague. Leadership, +5 for demonic infantry. Yes. The less my units cry and disintegrate, the better off we are. More infections per turn. We're getting close to that magical 100 per turn number, which I was really looking forward to. And we're about to take Cliff of Beasts. We'll be able to clear off Hag Reef completely at that point, and then try maybe to force peace with Nagarond. I really don't want to deal with Nagarond. Refuse. Malice. I don't want your 2,000 favor. I want you to die. And once we take out Malice, we have a choice. Do we go south into the Empire in Norska, or do we go west and further mess with the Dark Elves? It's going to be an interesting choice to make. I hope this spreads to this. I want you to spread to this Beastman army. Klek got plagued. The settlement also gets plagued. We're going to encircle because I want Glek to be able to come in here and get some stuff. Now we're going to take it. And we are going to loot and occupy. We did lose our tally, but that's okay. And that's a lot of favor we just got. Helm of Discord is also really fantastic. You know what? I want a plague, but I also want this. I want the plague drones. There you go. I want those plague drones. I also want the pox riders. Or I want this. But it'll take me a little while to get the rot flies out of that. What do I do? What do I do? We're going to repair all this. We're going to get the income generated. We're going to take the growth here to level that up. Income generated research rate. If I get this building, that eventually leads to Rot Knights. Rot Knights are good. But also so are Toad Dragons. Let's take the income generated. And for right now, we will pick up infections per turn. Forest of Decay will level up fairly soon. Let's get a plague rolling. I really want a plague rolling, so growth, corruption. I kind of just want to open up new plagues at this point. Increase spread chance. Summon cultist at the Bilious Cliffs. Cultist. You go spread plague. No, oh my god, what are you doing? AI pathfinding? Why would you go that way? Go this way. Please spread my atrophied mouth. Disgusting. Alright, that's where we're going to call this episode. A good start, I would argue. A good start. We took out Malice. We didn't actually fight any battles this episode because I'm terrified of Zarkan. That's my fault. But I think we do have a good start here. We've got some high-leveled heroes. We're going to put Devastating Charge. We've got some high-level heroes. We're working on leveling up a second Lord. We've got this gross plague cultist about to go spread out into Wintertooth. And we're going to grab infections per turn here. Once we get this tally meter rolling, once we even get to this point, we become really strong. Just even 5 to 9 is really strong. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. As always, this has been SCG Sheep, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.